This one I got you with the job, me, I know get time, I did that. That cover my face, calling me that. Biggie man, we don't be where I back that. Tell me, what's it come? You are go, all the men, they catch it, ride the foot, I no feet, die for nothing. What's it come? You are go, all the men, they catch it, ride the foot, I no feet, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. I can't come and see myself. So anything when they do, I try to take one way. I can't come and see myself. Plenty survive with the face. Just to make your money day. But my people then go say, I know one buy, I know one die, I know one women. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, what's it go? You are go, all the Bentley. Schemes and packaging in a one night for shows. I'm juggling, flow like the ocean. My boat, I'm paddling. Shout out, Bella, that's my bro, my family. Forcing trace. When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Make I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become a shall not be head of state. But my people then go say, I know one buy, I know one die, I know one women. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. What's it come? You are go, all the men.
Pretty good workout this morning. I had leg day. Today is going to be a pretty busy day, and what I really need to do is that I need to present a presentation this morning. I'm going to be presenting on arthritis or joint pain, and the patient's going to have gonorrhea in her knee. So that's going to be a nice little presentation to teach the residents, to kind of give them frameworks on how to think about joint pain, because so many different things can lead to joint pain. So we just want to make sure that we have a good way to actually think about people who come in either to the clinic or if they come into the emergency department, and we want to figure out exactly what we want to do. So that's going to be my big thing for this morning. And then after that, we'll see. It's been getting a little bit busy the last couple of days, and I want to prep myself for when I'm on this actual inpatient medicine team in the inpatient setting at the hospital. So what I did today is that I started back up my 4:30 a.m. morning routine, where I need to actually wake up that early because I need to get to the gym by the time it opens up at 5 to be able to finish my workout within the hour so I can get back home, shower, and actually make it to the hospital on time. So I can't really do my 5 a.m. routine whenever I'm in this type of setting. But so far, I did pretty good on time. Got to the gym by 5 and was able to get out of there at like 6:04. So I need to actually get back into this routine so I can actually get to work on time and see my patients. And by the way, I'm a little annoyed. Why are none of the 24-hour fitnesses actually 24 hours? That's some really bad marketing. We need to go back to it because I'm trying to get there early so I can get out on time. You know what I mean? Like after getting off of work at 5 p.m., do you know how people are going to 24-hour fitness? It's bad. My 1 hour workout turns into like a 2.5 hour workout just because I'm waiting for people's machines. Whew, man.
Finish them on fight us. If them they run them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my mind. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady playing like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah. What they want telling me could be not my fantasy. What they change if my dad be no wrong. But it ain't rush forever, it be much. Now go they make my car be the rush. Time on you because, yeah. It ain't rush forever, it be much. We behind everybody be close. Slow down, it be You fool me jackpata, I dey go Ghana. You never thought you dey from Papa. Which kind money we never see before. Cause hello me, got me feeling I'm the one I did. I never take my cake away. You can't count my grace. I just did my lane. Me no get the time, but the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah. What they want telling me, could you not my fantasy? They want to check if my dad be no wrong. But it ain't rush forever, it be more. Now go they make my car be the rush. If I'm money we touch, yeah. It ain't rush forever, it be more.
I wanna be in your life until the night is over. I wanna hold you so tight, coming closer. It's been a hell of a ride, but every single moment, you were there by my side. Whenever I'm wrong, you make me feel low. Whenever I'm alone, you're there for my soul. Wherever you are, girl, that's where I call my home. Whenever you're down, I'll be there. Girl, I want to be dancing with you forever. You see through the storm and make me as I am. Baby, it's magic every time I look together. Come here, 'cause I'll hold you for life.
This is a 24-year-old woman. She's coming in with like right knee pain. She's been having it for the past 3 days. She says it feels kind of hot, it's very tender, and it's like very painful in every plane of motion. Yeah, so what I pretty much did is that I kind of shortened that a little bit, but I pretty much said a 24-year-old woman, no past medical history, presenting with acute right knee monoarticular arthritis in the setting of substance concerning for septic arthritis. So what we'll do now is that we're gonna kind of break into groups and we'll talk about monoarticular arthritis. Yeah, so what group does that belong to? So RA is like seropositive. That is part of what? Yeah. No, you're right, no. So seronegative diseases. So you said psoriatic, is that what you said? So if someone comes in with, say, psoriatic arthritis, like where does that actually present? Like what joints? Yeah, so DIP, yeah, awesome. Yeah, so this is like really important because you'll get a lot of questions where they just like explain or they'll say like where it's presenting and then that'll be like a huge tip off as to where it's presenting. So like usually that is DIP.
The small joints sparing the DIPs, right? So if they're gonna give you a description in the question stem, they're gonna mention that it does not involve the DIPs or that it just involves the MCPs.
So I'm gonna show you guys the gram stain. This is what we have. What do you guys think? How would you describe this stain? What was that? Yeah, gram positive or negative? Yeah, so gram negative diploclyci, which means what diagnosis?
But it's still less common. And it's especially less common in somebody who just has one joint that's swollen.
If you're presenting to me a case of monoarticular arthritis, odds are it's going to be gout, pseudo-gout, OA, and then the other one's going to be trauma. Basically use a 25 to anesthetize the area. You go in laterally most of the time, right? So you kind of sublux the patella in the direction where you're going to inject. You make a little shelf. You go in with your 25 and kind of get crazy with some lidocaine, and then you go in with an 18, right? And then you try to draw back, and you bring like the biggest like syringe you possibly can, because sometimes you're pulling out 100, 200 crazy cc's of fluid.
So we just finished up my morning report presentation. Went really well, had a good amount of people come. And we also had a specialist come in, one of our rheumatologists, to actually explain some common misconceptions and then also just some nice little tidbits of information and nuggets for us to kind of know as internal medicine doctors. It's always nice to have a specialist that can kind of go into detail, into the nitty-gritty as to why we do things. Here is my framework, my whiteboard for monoarticular arthritis. I like using whiteboards because it kind of reminds me of my time of when we were in medical schools, because we used to use whiteboards like crazy. So I'm going to eat this bagel, sausage, egg, and cheese, which I need to go warm up because it's been sitting out this whole time I was doing this presentation. Then I'm gonna head to the office, finish some work, and then I got a little bit of a appointment in San Francisco later on today.
Sometimes you love too hard, sometimes you go too far. I won't want you if you need me. Real things do not come easy, no. Never been your average girl. So take time with me, take time. Baby, talk to me with some action. We could find a place to relax and cool down, simmer, cool now, please. Cool down, simmer, cool down, love. Cool down, simmer, cool now, please. Cool down, simmer, cool down, love. Cool down, simmer, cool now, please. Cool down, simmer, cool down, love. Cool down, 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 cool down,
Baby, make me tell you this. I won't waste no time, I'll be proceeding quick. The way you're moving lately got me feeling sick. Like say you forgot to know you're dealing with. Man, I feel great when I'm at work non-stop. You know good more than I when I come back. Sometimes good yeah, come out from that. If you walk and leave, yeah, me not come back.
You're falling, but you don't wanna fall too hard. You're falling, but you don't wanna fall hard. 'Cause it might break if I give you my heart and you hold on too hard. Cool down, simmer, cool now, please. Cool down, simmer, cool down, love. Cool down, simmer, cool now, please. Cool down, simmer, simmer. Boy, you make it too hard for me to stay.
Sitting here in this San Francisco traffic, I got about 24 minutes for these 7 miles here, which honestly isn't too terrible, to be honest. If I had my appointments around like 9 or 10 a.m., that would be awful. That'd probably be like an hour, hour and a half to get to 10 miles. So I have since started changing my eye appointments to around 11:15 so I can leave around this time. Sometimes I try to do it around like 12, but I try not to make it too late because I do have obligations at work. So thankfully, you know, we're going to get there on time. One thing that I was thinking about while I was just kind of sitting here is just having a checklist. I'm a very big checklist person, and there's actually this app here, this Microsoft To-Do app, which I'll open right here on my phone. And it's an app that I have recurring to-dos every single day, and then I have like to-dos that are just one-off. So if you guys want a system to kind of keep you in check for all your to-dos, go ahead and get that Microsoft To-Do app. Very useful, and it just makes me feel like I accomplished something at the end of the day when I actually scroll down that entire list and see that I have checked everything off. So get that app or some sort of other to-do app. It doesn't have to be the specific Microsoft To-Do app. I just like it because it links into my email. So if I ever have like a to-do in my email, I go ahead and put it there as well. The other day I was driving into work and I witnessed some extreme road rage What happened was that this car was driving very, very slow, and then something ran in front of it, and they ended up brake checking the person behind them. I was like the car behind the car that they brake checked, and that person got extremely upset. And there was a bunch of cars around, but they swerved in between all of the cars, and they got in front of that person and then checked them really, really hard. They almost like hit each other, honestly. And then after that, she kind of like took off. And it's just something that's like a pet peeve of mine. Participating in any sort of road rage, whether it's honking, whether it's brake checking, whether it's speeding through the freeway to like catch up to someone just to tell them off, it's never worth it. So for those of you guys that are out there, it can be frustrating driving, and you're kind of at the whims of others when you're on the road, but don't participate in any sort of road rage, because it's really not worth it. Losing your license, losing your life, it's just not worth it at the end of the day. You're not going to encounter or see that person ever again. So that's just something that I noticed the other day, and I think 2 to 3 times it's happened in the last couple of weeks. So it's been kind of like a prevailing thing. Sometimes I'll get brake checked, or someone will be driving very, very slow in front of me, or whatever will be happening on the road, and I get frustrated. But honestly, the biggest thing is getting there safely from point A to point B, and being able to get home safely to your friends and family.
When you're making it hard for me to be your love. Cool down, 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 cool down,
Aaron Gordon was like,
He turned into like Prime LeBron or something like that.
where is this?
What's going on?
I think he's from this area, if I remember.
He went to like Midi, which I think is like near San Jose area. Yeah, so.
So you probably had a little chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, probably family and friends coming out.
Rest your chin down there on that chin cut. Make sure your forehead's touching good. Is that comfortable for you?
Yep.
Hot air balloon will come in and out of focus.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets blurry, that's okay. Just keep staring straight at it for me.
My favorite hot air balloon.
I know. Okay, so how is it feeling? The eye?
It feels a lot better.
Good.
Yeah,
Eye's doing good.
it doesn't get as dry anymore either, which I've kind of noticed.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I never had anybody that was like a doctor in my family, so like had to learn everything like right then and there,
Same, yeah. I'm the only person in my family that works in healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's wild.
It's got to start somewhere,
Yeah. What's the lowest line you can read?
APEDT.
Good. How about here?
TZVEA.
Good. Can you cover your right eye?
Yeah.
Blink a few times. Can you read this line for me?
Yeah, that one is DFPHT.
Can you cover your other eye for me and blink a few times? How about with that eye? What's the lowest line you can read?
APECT.
Blink, blink, blink. Lots of blinking. You missed 2 letters on the 2020 line on that on that last one, which is better than what you were here. You were like slowly gotten better and better and better. So I think she's going to be really happy with that. That was
Sweet.
You basically read the 2020 line. You just read it slowly and missed a few letters.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is so crazy.
Yeah.
Too. I wonder what happened. I know.
No, it's like one of those diagnostic mysteries now.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
They call Dr. House in here. I remember when before I went to med school, I was like really big on House, and there was another show too, but I rewatched it and I was like, oh my God.
I know.
This is so bad.
It's so bad. And then like without even doing any scans or anything, he's like, it's this. And I was like, how do you even know
And it's
that?
the most rare thing. It's like, how did you even think about it? And don't get me started, man.
Shortly.
Okay, so pretty much back to 2020, almost 2020. Can't wait to see what the ophthalmologist says when she come in here too. Tell me if you guys feel the same way about those doctor shows, especially if you're healthcare professionals, because after I've watched them, it's rough. It's rough watching them. But The Resident, if you guys haven't seen that, check that out. Really good show.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good. I am so happy with that vision.
Yeah,
That's
I was
kind
just
of where
like,
that eye was before everything happened.
okay.
Okay. That's spicy close.
Oof. I always forget it makes the vision a little yellow. I was just like, oh, what happened?
It's like a liver patient.
Right.
Your swelling's down. This looks good. You're just a little dry still in this eye.
Mm-hmm.
You were so inflamed. I wouldn't be surprised if your tear production is down for a couple months because of all that edema.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna check your pressure here in a second.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Okay.
Awesome.
Other than that, best of luck moving.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
always reach out to us if you have any questions. About
Yeah, I
Sacramento,
appreciate
let
it.
us know.
Of
Okay?
course. Thank you.
All right. I'm happy.
Awesome.
You're free.
Awesome.
I
I'm free.
know.
I made it.
So sad to not see us anymore.
I
I'm
know.
happy for him that he doesn't have the journey over
Oh,
here, but
I
we'll
know.
miss seeing you.
I
Good
know. It's
luck.
going to be
Yeah,
sad.
good luck
Thank
with the
you.
fellowship, and,
Appreciate it.
Call us if you need anything. All right?
Yeah,
All
will
right.
do. I'll
Thank
see you guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. 1 year post-op of Lasik, and although I had this corneal ulcer, I'm feeling pretty good now. I'm back to 2020. I could see, don't need glasses. Whew, what a journey, what a journey. But anyways, time to go back to work. So right now, as I drive back to work, I wanted to give you guys my experience with Lasik and give you guys advice for those of you guys that are considering getting it. I ended up getting it back in February of 2024, and today officially marks my last appointment with the actual procedure site. And I specifically wanted to get glasses because I was just very annoyed with wearing glasses after many years of wearing them. I initially started wearing my glasses back in 2012 or 2011, my junior year of high school, essentially. And since wearing glasses over the years, over a decade now, I was having a lot of skin issues with some of the framing that came with glasses. Some of the glasses, especially near like the nose bridge part, would start digging into my nose and cause like a lot of skin issues and darkening spots. And that was very frustrating. And then also some other types of frames led to some wearing of skin behind my ears. So I was overall just having a lot of skin issues with glasses, which over time just became super frustrating. And no matter what type of frame I switched it to, even if it was stylish, it was just frustrating to deal with. So my sister actually ended up getting PRK, which is the first version of eye corrective surgery. And Lasik is the second generation, and then Smile, which is the newer one. I think that came out around 2017. Don't quote me on that, but the eye doctor actually told me that. And what I wanted to do was to get this procedure so I wouldn't have to deal with all these skin issues with the glasses. And I was having about -3 to -4 on my actual vision, as well as astigmatism in both eyes. And I just wanted to fix those issues. And since going to med school, my vision got much worse, working in like, straining environments, dark environments, all hours of the night, pulling all-nighters, and it just really messed up my vision to the point where it was just unbearable. So I ended up pulling the trigger, and after my sister got PRK, I went and got Lasik. Now, the actual experience was very scary, I'll say that. So that's something that I would say that if you do decide to pull the trigger, just know that kind of comes with the actual territory, and that you only get 2 sets of eyes, or 1 set of eyes, and just having somebody near my vision, touching it, doing a surgery was very scary. I'll just put it like that. And I'm just glad that I was able to go to an establishment that really recognized that fact and gave me everything that I needed, whether it was reassurance, whether it was Ativan before the procedure, to help me become calm when I was actually in the procedure. And the procedure was very quick. I would say that it lasted like a few minutes. And by the time I got out of there, I was able to put on some blocking sunglasses. And then after like a week or two, my vision was basically 20/20, even 20/10 for a little bit. And I didn't really have any post-op issues, maybe like some dry eyes, which pretty much comes with the territory from what the eye doctor told me. And I just used like some eye drops, so that wasn't really like a huge issue. Now, the only issue that I've had since getting the eye surgery with my eyes had nothing to do with the actual surgery itself, and it had to do of me actually coming back from vacation and having something fly into my eye, and then that led to like some huge like eye reaction and inflammation. So that didn't actually have to do with the actual procedure. That was just a freak accident. And the only reason why I was going to these appointments so frequently after my 1 year mark is because of that eye issue. So they put me on a couple of medications. They wanted to do some close follow-up, and thankfully today was my last appointment because I'm back to where I started back at 2020. So if I were to do this all over again, would I get Lasik surgery over again? I would say yes. Not having to wear glasses or be required to wear glasses every time I go out, not waking up and everything's so blurry and trying to find my phone or watch or whatever. Just having that fixed has been so life-changing to me. I even know some other doctors in my life that ended up getting LASIK after me, and they also feel the same way. And I know there's a couple of complications that can happen after the fact. Any invasive surgery can have that, such as bleeding, infections, or pain, but I didn't get any of those things after the fact. So I'm pretty happy with my experience. I would definitely do it again if I had the opportunity. And if you guys want to get it, do your research. I'll say that, because it is a pretty expensive surgery, because it is technically cosmetic, so a lot of insurances don't cover it, and I pretty much paid out of pocket. Thankfully, my place has like a payment plan with 0% interest, so I've been paying it for the last, it's going to be in total 18 months, and I'm pretty much coming up to the end of that. So overall, do your research. Make sure you go to a reputable location, because you don't want to go to a place that has a lot of complication rates and having to deal with eye issues like blurry vision, absent vision is just not something you want to deal with, because that's pretty disruptive to your life. So that is just something that I wanted to share in my experience with LASIK, and my advice to you guys if you're going to be getting it.
This one I bet you me, I know get time, Dada cover my face, calling me da. Biggie man, we do what's it going? G-Wagon, all depend. The girl them, ride the whip, I know we die for nothing. What's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all depend. The girl them, ride the whip, I know we die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commendate. So anything when they do, I they try to do I'm way. Plenty survive with me face, just to make sure money day. But my people then go say I don't want buy, I don't want die, I don't want payment, I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Let me tell you, what's it called? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl that ride the whip, I know people die for nothing. What's it gonna? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl that ride the whip, I know people. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows, I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, port I'm paddling. Sharashina fella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen trains. When it comes to money, I they concentrate. Look I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become a shit, I'll be head of state. But my people then go say I don't want buy, I don't want die, I don't want payment, I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. What's it gonna G-Wagon, all depending.
Okay, just got sign out on my patients for my team that I'm going to be taking over for tomorrow. Getting 11 patients and should be expecting 4 new people in the morning. So gonna head home. My laptop just got delivered, so I'm gonna do an unboxing with y'all. Time for dinner. We got some tuna and avocado, and then we got a ham and cheese. Ooh, man. About to devour both of those. And then I got some potato salad over there. Can never go wrong with potato salad.
Personally, I'm surprised you call me after the.
Okay, so wrapping up here. I have, oh, hey, girl. Whoa. Just wrapping up here. I got a package today, and this is the laptop that I was able to get through the hospital. Every single year you get an educational fund because of our union. So I was able to put a couple of grand towards this laptop here. And the last laptop I have, which is right here, I've had since college. It served me many, many good years, but for the last couple of weeks to months, I've kind of noticed it slowing down, as well as the battery, like just being completely terrible and dying within like 30 minutes of a charge. So I told myself I can't go to fellowship having that type of laptop because I'm gonna be, moving around a lot, and I'm not gonna have that charger to be able to just be sitting there. I don't wanna be, commuted to one region. So decided to put my money towards this actual laptop, and I'm gonna open it up here. I'm pretty excited because I haven't had a new computer in quite some time. And I always love setting up a new computer. And the biggest thing about this laptop is that it has a lot more RAM, a lot more space. Let me actually grab my phone here and tell you guys the specifications of this laptop. And I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what type of laptop I wanted. I know for one, I wanted a laptop that was slim, not heavy, was able to handle either like really, really high, good quality editing. And I also wanted a laptop that had a lot of space on it, because the one that I have now, I think it was like 512 gigabytes, which fills up pretty quickly. So pulling up my Amazon here so I can tell you guys the specifications of this laptop here. And in terms of how I found this laptop, I think I went on ChatGPT and I put pretty much everything about myself as well as what I wanted to be doing on a laptop from day to day. And I pretty much said that, I'm going to be using it for day-to-day use as well as editing as well. And I wanted something that had some pretty heavy editing capabilities, because this one, I put in some files in there to edit and then it started lagging almost right away. So I have it right here. So the name of this laptop, it's the 2024 model of the Dell XPS 15 9530. It's a 16-inch screen. It is also an Intel 10 Core i7 13620H processor, has 64 gigabits of RAM. It has 4 terabytes of a solid state drive. So that is a lot of more space compared to my last laptop of only having like 512 gigabytes. And then it also has an Intel Arc A370M, Wi-Fi 6, a backlit keyboard, and then also it has Windows 11 Pro. And then it also comes with a lifetime license for Microsoft Office. Oh, nice. I didn't know that was in there. So that was really important for me to have like a really good processor as well as a lot of space and a lot of RAM. So that were the things that actually went into this laptop. So I'm gonna go ahead and just open it up here. I already cut up in the top. I see here that I already have these little rubber band things. I always love popping these. Let me actually not do that because I don't want to scare you. Sorry, girl. So got that out the way. Laptop. Thumbnail. So got the laptop here. Nice little suitcase. Move this other box out the way. All right. Man, I haven't had a new laptop in years. So let me go ahead and cut this open now. There we go. There we go. Oh, I love it, man. It's like Christmas. It is like Christmas. The only thing that is going to be a little bit annoying is that I do go on a pretty busy hospital shift for the next 7 days straight. So I won't have enough time to really spend some time just putting all these old programs that I have on the last laptop as well as the desktop that I have to kind of simulate kind of like some continuity between all the devices. But it is what it is. I'm just happy that I have it. All right, so we're opening up the box right here. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, here we go. Ooh, okay. Nice. There it is. That is 2 layers down. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Oh my gosh. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, I just love silver laptops. That and black. So there it is in the box. Let me see. Is there any sort of introduction, paperwork, or anything like that? XPS. All right. So on first feeling, I want to see how heavy it feels. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll put this down. All right. So there it is. There it is. So let me actually do a weight test between the two. Old laptop, new laptop. And this one is definitely heavier, not significantly heavier, but definitely a noticeable difference between the two. And all right, okay, so let's take this plastic off. This is definitely gonna help me become more and more productive. All right, oh man. Woo! There it is. Before I actually open it up, let me see what's in this actual box over here. So over here is the box that it came with. It has right here, looks like this is the actual charger. Yeah, so we got the charger right there. And then it looks like this is the other portion of the charger. Oh, yeah. So this is the other portion of the charger as well. So I'll put that all back in there for now. And then it looks like we have a little bit of a paper. So let's see what it says. Okay. All right, nice. There we go. So you guys can see what's on both sides. So this is just kind of showing the different buttons, how to actually charge it. Okay, nothing too super useful. And then there is some labeling on here to kind of show what is what. Oh wow, they have a fingerprint capability on here. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. And then there's 2 Thunderbolt ports. And then there's also an SD port, USB-C 3.2 generation 2, and then also a headphone jack as well. And then some QR codes for support assistant if needed. And then this one, it looks like this is just some safety regulations. Okay, so nothing too super useful in this, but let's go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like. All right, this is the most exciting part that I'm waiting for. Okay. All right. Woo. Okay. You guys ready? All right. There it is. You guys seeing it? Oh, it's already turning on. Okay. Wow, that is very sleek. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so it's turning on right away as soon as you open it. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. Dell Safe BIOS. Okay. So that is the laptop there. That's what we got. Ooh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I just can't go another couple of years with this laptop. I've stretched this old laptop out for many, many years. And I thank you for your service, laptop. You have served me very, very well. But is it your time? It is your time. All right, so this one is it looks like this is gonna take a little bit of time to boot up. So, yeah, I'm gonna take some time, go through my old laptop and just see every single program that I have in there. I definitely wanna get Sony Vegas Pro in there, some Adobe, Photoshop CC, and then definitely set up all the Microsofts because that is gonna be super bright. Ooh, oh, look at that. Let me see, might be too bright for y'all. Yeah, so this is gonna be a lot more involved than I was expecting, but overall, that is a Dell XPS unboxing, and I will give you guys a review maybe like a month, and then another one at 6 months, and then another one at a year to kind of give you guys my thoughts about this laptop. I already feel like this is going to be a really good big upgrade for me, so I'm super excited. I have finished up setting up this laptop with everything that I needed. I got my Bluetooth mouse right here. And then I got all the programs that I need down there. Sony Vegas Pro, Adobe Photoshop, my Anki, Chrome, Edge, everything that I'm gonna need. I'm so excited to be even more productive moving forward. And just look at that background and just smell good, man. Woo, I'm excited. It sounds good. And they had these, what are those little green, green? Yeah, last time I was waking up this early, it was back when I was studying for my board exam. Yeah, you remember how that was. I was out there suffering.
You were suffering.
You thought I was falling asleep early? Now? Man, I was falling asleep by like 5, 6 p.m. back then.
I remember. Yeah, he said it's gonna take like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Better than 3 months for me.
And he graduated from there to for some of his like other classmates. That he was like good friends with, but some of them like didn't graduate last year.
Yeah.
So he went down for match to go and like see and hang out.
I said that's how I got that new laptop with that educational fund. They said you get about 2 bands.
And thank you.
I said don't mind if I do, man. Oh my god. If I can learn how to declutter and have a skincare routine, you can install an antivirus program. Come on.
You can do it for me.
Oh.
Yes.
Like,
what's the problem? Yeah. So, computer. That's your job to fix that. The tech stuff and the car stuff. Like.
You said tech and car stuff?
Park service in the past 3 months.
You know what I'm gonna do whenever a car issue comes up? AAA. Oh, you mean like taking it to the shop?
Yeah. I'm not supposed to go 3 months ago. I don't
Yep.
get there.
Oh my lord.
I don't know.
You know, I can't really talk because I've had more car issues than you this year.
You
know, you have that bottle of toothpaste and you just squeeze it in as much as you get out of there. No, he was behind the gate. You don't understand.
Only one of us lived behind the gate.
Please.
We've both seen our childhood homes.
Please. I said, oh, y'all living like these? You know what I mean? I said, let me find out y'all got some good homes over here. You say, all this square footage for this much? I don't know.
My cousin said, all it takes one family to start it.
I'm about to do this glass skin routine. Ooh, I just love doing like skincare now. It's just, like how was I living before? The thing I like about this DJI Osmo is that when you hold it up to the screen like this, it'll automatically focus in on what you're trying to put in front of it. Isn't that crazy? I know those beauty vloggers going crazy with that feature.
I'm sure they are.
Oh, really? I said, I respect it. It's crazy because they have like beauty features on there too, you know what I mean?
To beautify you, like a filter?
Like face slimming.
I said stop.
Face slimming, face toning. Do not love yourselves. Look at that. Snail mucin. Shout out the Koreans.
Lasik. And then like kind of like this like sweet. I don't never see them unless I go in the office.
True. I did a little bit of a trim to my beard.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was too bushy out. So I made it more of like a kind of like a pharaoh triangular going down. You see it?
I do see it.
Yeah. Gotta break bread. Gotta break bread, man. You know what I mean? All right, you guys, thanks for joining me today for my productive day. I was able to get through all my to-dos today, and I'm pretty excited to try out my new laptop here. It's taking some time and setting up right now, and it looks like it can also open up with just Face IDs, which is really cool. But anyways, I'm gonna take some time to just review my patients for tomorrow because I'm gonna be starting on that medicine team. And for those of you guys that are gonna be following along, I'm gonna see if I can try to upload some videos, but this 7-day stretch is a pretty intensive and pretty busy stretch. So I might not be able to record some videos, or if I do, they're gonna be very short. But anyways, thanks for joining my video. If you guys like the video, I'll really appreciate that, and subscribe and join along as well. And then if you guys made it to this part of the video, comment down below Dell for this Dell laptop. So I will see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.